Hey guys, it's Laura. It's my first day of summer and it's raining outside, like pouring rain, thunder, lightning, the whole shebang. I don't know what's going on here with Mother Nature, but I'm pretty sure she has something against me because when I went to San Diego, it was like 70 degrees when I was expecting it to be like 90, and here it's like raining. I come here today with a review of Very Bad Day by Amanda Ashby, and this one comes out June 9th, 2011 from Speak. And this book's 336 pages. So this book's about a girl named Emma, and she goes to this school basically for paranormal slayers. And it's for people with the sight, and the sight is where you can basically see the little paranormal creatures. There's a bunch of them that aren't really talked about that much in literature. Like, of course, we always hear about vampires and a little bit about dragons and fairies and all that. And here we talk about like trolls and goblins. I don't know. It's actually a really fun paranormal book, but it's not dark. Like, it's dark in a way, but it's still, obviously by the cover you're gonna see it's not gonna be a big gory book, but it's cute. And anyway, so her mom died, and her mom was like a world famous dragon slayer, and Emma is so convinced she's going to be a dragon slayer. And when she goes up to get her it's like her calling, I guess you could say, they tell her she's going to be a fairy slayer, and she's just like, what? You mean those little 10-inch tall things? And then one day she spots this huge, like, dragon-like thing. She thinks it's a dragon, and she's the only one who can see it. And she finds out later that it's this huge killer fairy, and it's basically trying to open up the gate to the paranormal world, letting all the paranormal creatures back in. And it was closed like hundreds of years back, so she needs to stop that from happening. But she's the only one who could see it, and no one believes her except for Curtis, who she didn't even like in the first place because he's a dragon slayer. Like, he took her dragon slayer spot. And so now they have to work together to do this, and she hates him at first, but you know how that usually goes. Let's talk a little bit about the book. It was a little bit hard to get into at first. I wasn't jumped in and ready to just like read, you know? I had to kind of force myself to read it a little bit. And then when I got to like 80 pages or whatever, it really started to pick up, stuff started happening, and I wanted to know what happened next. Other than that, after that point, it was really fast-paced, and even though it's over 300 pages, it was a really quick read. The characters, Emma was a wonderful character. It's kind of weird, because I haven't read a book in third person in a while, and I haven't realized that until I read this one. All the books that I've been reading lately have been in first person, and so reading this, at first, I didn't really feel connected to the characters, because it said Emma did this, and Emma said that, but Amanda Ashby wrote this in a way that you could really connect with the characters, even though you weren't hearing it through their point of view, like their words, you know. Emma was a really cute character. She was witty and funny, and she really, when she conversed with the little 10-inch fairies, it was funny, because it was all sarcasm, and she was that kind of, kick-ass fairy slayer. I really liked the paranormal aspect of this book, but like I mentioned earlier, it's not a, hardcore paranormal fight kill. It's really cute. Instead of learning about fairies like F-A-E-R-I-E-S, you're learning about fairies like the Tooth Fairy. Throughout the book, Emma's kind of looked down upon and laughed at from her classmates because she's a fairy slayer, and they're all slaying demons and goblins and all these things. So she's just kind of like, alright, well, I didn't choose this. The book was a little bit predictable. I mean, I could pretty much guess what was going to happen next, but that didn't prevent me from wanting to read on. I still really wanted to know what was going to happen next. The relationship between Curtis and Emma, it was a little bit cliche. This whole book was a little bit cliche, but it worked for it. Like most paranormal romances, the girl and the boy start off the book hating each other because whatever reason, you know, and then they fall in love or whatever. But the thing that was different about this book is that I really liked Curtis wasn't a sultry, mysterious that type of guy, you know, that you just like, okay, I've read you like 1,000 times, I am tired of reading about you. No, he was sweet. He was more realistically human than a lot of other guys that in paranormal books that are human. I really also liked Emma's friend Lori. She was really funny and she was a good person. Emma really had someone to talk to the entire time, so when they were talking it kind of explained the story more, and it was cool because when she was talking she'd have these moments where things would click and she'd get further into the mystery of this dragon thing. This book really reminded me of Harry Potter, not in a bad way that she copied it, but just like in a way that it just made me want to reread Harry Potter for like the 16th time, because they have the school where it's just for special people and it has the glamour, not like the glamorous slide, normal glamour where it's kind of like a shield. The paranormals can put it up and real people won't be able to see them. That creature that was trying to do something totally bad and it was up to you to stop it and no one believed you, and yeah, totally reminded me of Harry Potter, but again, in the best way possible. So, this book was just really cute. It was fun read, and Emma was really witty, and her comebacks were cute. My favorite banter, like my favorite of her conversations in this entire book is when she's talking to the fairies, because the fairies are really fun. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I was gonna give it 4 stars, but the ending was amazing. The last 50 or so pages were non-stop action, and it was absolutely fantastic. My favorite part of the whole book was the ending, which was really cool because it ended on a good note. I definitely recommend getting this when it comes out. June 9th, this one comes out. Go to the store, pick it up. You won't regret it. It's awesome. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.